back to my channel. Today I'm doing the can and eye tutorial. I got dared by my cousin and my boyfriend to do this tutorial, and I decided that I wanted to try it because it looked pretty easy, and to be honest, it actually was pretty easy. I'm giving complete credit to Karolina here on YouTube. All of her links will be down below so you guys can check her tutorial out, but I'm basically just recreating that look. So I started my face with foundation on, and I only did one of the eyes because the other eye is going to be covered with the can. But basically you just take a can and you cut it in half, and then you want to measure that on your eye first. Then taking any lip pencil or eye pencil, you just want to go around that can so that you get kind of like a stencil of where to put your liquid latex. After struggling to outline that can shape onto my eye, I had to go over it a little bit because I couldn't see some of the parts, but hey, you don't have to do this. I think I'm just blind and I couldn't see it, but I mean, I did it and I think it worked a little bit better. Then taking the Morphe M224 brush, I'm dipping it into the liquid latex. I tried going into the cap, but I wasn't getting enough liquid latex, so I figured I would just dip it into the actual thing itself. With this, it's very tricky and you have to work really fast because the liquid latex gets hard very, very easily and very fast. So I just packed on some more and more and more until I saw that it was a good amount on it. And this thing is insane. Like, it hurt my eyes. I could like feel the chemicals on my eyes, but I mean, it's not too bad, but it's just a warning. Then once you're done with putting the liquid latex on, you just want to take a cotton ball and kind of like destroy it basically, and then just stick it onto the liquid latex that's tacky. You don't have to be perfect with this. More liquid latex is going to go on top, but you just want to make sure that you have a good solid base down. Having that base is super important because the can is going to be resting on this. If you don't have a good solid base, the can is going to hurt your eye and your skin. So having that solid base is like essential for this look so that it doesn't hurt you at all. Another thing to keep in mind, like I said before, is that you have to work really fast with the liquid latex. Here, I'm trying to stick the can on and I'm like putting liquid latex on the outside, but the liquid latex at the bottom had already dried up, so it didn't really work. So I actually had to go in and put more liquid latex and then put the can on top because it would not stick. So you just have to make sure that you work fast so that the can will actually stick to your face. Once I felt like it was actually glued onto my face good enough, I decided to put some more liquid latex around it because I actually figured that I had covered most of the liquid latex from like the bottom of the can, and this is actually what's going to give us that texture on the outside of the can. So here you just want to go in with some more cotton and just stick some more on top, and then put more liquid latex on top of that cotton so that you get that nice texture. Once it was dry enough, I go in with the foundation that I had already used on my face, which in this case it was the Lumi Cushion, and I started off with a damp beauty blender and sponging it on top, but I actually didn't like the way that turned out. I felt like it was too messy because it was like too big. So I'm just taking the Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, and this brush actually became my best friend throughout this whole video. The fact that the bristles are so thin and it's just so skinny worked perfect for this look. Once I felt like I had a good base of foundation on, I went in with the MakeupGeek by MannyMUA palette in the shade Mars. And at first I put this color at the top, which was a huge mistake. You want to make sure that you start off at the bottom because the bottom is the part where people aren't really gonna see, because this color is so hard to blend out in the end. You guys are gonna see I struggled a lot. I had to put more foundation on top. Just make sure that you blend this color out very, very good, and it'll give you that bruise, like it just happened kind of look. Another little tip with the eyeshadows that I'm going in right now, blending is going to be your favorite thing to do throughout this whole look because blending is going to be essential for it looking the way that it's supposed to look. Now going back into the MakeupGeek by MannyMUA palette, I'm taking the color Aphrodite and I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the color Mars. You need to make sure that you're blending those colors really, really good. Even if you have to go back with a million blending brushes, just blend, 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 and blend. this is the part where I realized that I forgot my lipstick. So I'm just going in with the Lime Crime Velvetines in the color Black Velvet. And I mean, just putting on my lipstick as usual. I cannot explain to you guys how hard it is to put on lipstick or like do makeup with only one eye. So here I like messed up on the side, but I mean, just disregard that. I wasn't going out. Okay, so now this is the really fun part. I'm going in with the I Can't Believe It's Not Blood. I don't know. I bought this off of Amazon. It was pretty cheap. And then I'm just taking a Q-tip, and I felt like it was a lot easier to pour the blood out into like a little cup instead of just going like into the actual container. So that's what I did. I just dipped a Q-tip into the cup, and I started off smudging the blood onto my face, but I didn't really like the way that that looked. And then I dabbed it on, and I did not like the way that was doing it either. So then I ended up just like making drips. Here I'm like shading the color because this thing stains so bad. My hands that like touched the blood were stained for like 2 days after, but it surprisingly didn't stain my face, so I'm guessing that it was because of the foundation. But I mean, it's not a big deal. But here you can see that I packed a lot of blood onto the Q-tip, and then I kind of squirted it onto my face so that it would drip down, because that's the way that Karolina had it in hers, and I really liked the way that that looked. So I just felt like I needed to do that. It gave it a much cooler effect, and I really like the way that that looks. And after that, we are done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed doing it. I am so happy with the way that it came out. I know I say that a lot, but like this one is really like completely out of my comfort zone. So I'm very proud of myself. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below so you guys can see more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!